Knocked out the dragons of light return, outlining the battlefront. Today's date on the Archangelic calendar is Infinity ONA1 N3A1A1 Infinity Infinity C3A3A3A3A3A3 Infinity Infinity B1TT Infinity. There is more information available at archangeliccalendar.com. And please do not forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. Gaia is water spirit dominant at the moment, and this will feel a lot like a divinity charged plasma rain, and it will have many effects that will reach far and wide onto this planet and onto others. This is a cosmic wave that will be sent in response to the prayers of humanity's subconscious minds. This is also conjunction with the pure number appearing in the sunrise calendar, which is a day where our solar charging is heightened. The other remarkable change is in the events section, where yesterday's assignments were beyond successful. We have mentioned a very well advertised speech in the future is about to take place on April 10th. Conversely, we are also seeing grumblings of a life without electricity starting on the 3D timeline labeled April 4th. These are two very different timelines, and they do not intersect with each other at all. This is yet another trap by the darkness to try to lead you to a downward timeline. We are quite literally trying to lose our antagonists throughout space and time, and this is the fallouts from that specific situation. Just to clarity, this does not mean that there are only two possible timelines, but a good deal of them do have these two distinct stepping stones within them. Archangel Michael and his legion are working diligently to destroy the ever-growing timelines that are trying to bait people back to a lower reality. This is a good example of the time travel and astral battles that we are currently engaged in and how they manifest in real time. This is the battleground that most cannot see, but because we are the most gifted among humanity, it is well within our power to handle this extremely efficiently. The other pressing front of this war is the boots to ground efforts of the collective consciousness, depression and anxiety. This is a highly volatile situation, and to complicate this, a great deal of dark nights of the souls will be dispensed, as this is a last-ditch effort to catch up those on the lower timelines, with the energy that will allow them to continue along their physical journeys. This may look a lot like a spiritual natural selection, but that does not mean that we do not have the ability to assist them. I know an overabundance of kind-hearted empaths, of which many are reading these words right now. The sentiment is clear: we must check in on those who we know are normally depressed and those who randomly pop into our heads in divine essence and timing. The more energy and love that we can inject into the general population, the easier these events will be. The dragons of light have returned to Earth, so when you see these very large light anomalies, welcome them with open arms. They are also very clearly visible when you turn the lights out and your eyes are adjusting to the difference in light perception. They are really wonderful energies and are very receptive to our requests. They have an unlimited amount of energy, unlike their sibling races who require much rest and solitude. We hear your questions, even if you do not direct them at us. The questions you are asking will be answered through your surroundings and not from these words. These questions are not for public discussion, but we do not wish to keep anything from our legions. All questions will be answered if you wait in patience with an open mind in your physical reality after you ask them. All sides are most certainly obeying the law of disclosure, and everyone is communicating in public forums, as agreed. To put an exclamation point on that statement, this calendar also complies with those rules on behalf of our legions. In direct response, we hear your threats against the gentleman, and would like to state that we will not allow you to harm him, and if even attempted, you are allowing us to use whatever means necessary. This is the continuation of the agreement of Sodom and Gomorrah. In our honest opinion, we are being very fair throughout all of this, but we do not have to be. Today's tools. The following tools will only be available until the mark of the next Archangelic Day, next day's official post, if you are catching this on a later date. You can use the current daily tools for previous assignments. Envision yourself using said tools with a pure heart and pure intentions. Just remember, imagination plus emotion will give you the best results. A warning to all who try to yield unworthy: these things have their own will. Please make a mental note of what you wish to equip. We have gone through great changes, and thus the weapon-based tools can be inserted into the ground to call forth downloads. Active, passive, and aggressive anywhere within the universe. The Violet Flame team has shifted to a 9 setting, which means that total control is achieved and we will remain this way into necessity dictates otherwise. The Violet Flame team is as follows, and is in no particular order: Archangel Jermaine, Archangel Ansil, Archangel Briathos, Archangel Emmanuel, Archangel Af, Archangel Bathkol, Archangel Agla, Archangel G. Zedrael, Archangel Galizur, Archangel Vermil, Archangel Machdil, Archangel Ashma, Archangel Tatrazil, Archangel Adonichal, Archangel Adonai, Archangel Muriel, Archangel Harahil, and Archangel Servil. Each tool has a setting class. Below is the legend of the setting class located on top of each designated metaphysical tool. Passive equals no intention needed to use or arm. It will work on its own when you accept its presence. All you need to do is give permission and it will work on your behalf. Active equals intention needed to use. Aggressive equals will attack before anything has a chance to do any harm to you. Active. Archangel Michael's legendary sword can handle anything, as it is completely omnipotent. There is no level of consciousness that can be achieved that this couldn't slice through. It is also an amazing weapon against electronics and technology, as it can override any circuitry. Passive, active, and aggressive. Archangel Isaac's radiant field looks a lot like Magneto's force field, and it reacts to any life form with either loving energy, or with transmutational blast of vast power. Passive and aggressive. Archangel Leo's Swords of Plenty is a passive and aggressive attack sword that has a complete will of its own. Do not try to yield at all, you will only get in the way. Equip and go. Please note the next 3 tools are healing modalities and can be sent remotely to loved ones. Passive and aggressive short range. Archangel Kalezi's Radiant Rays of Health wards off all diseases and illness. It can also aid in the recovery of diseases already inflicted. It can be sent to land masses as well as individual living beings. Passive and aggressive short and long range. Archangel Theliel's Radiant Compassion sends heartfelt love to all in within your jurisdictions. This is the nurturing aspect of healing and it has incredible warmth. It is best to yield this with a calm frame of mind. Active. Archangel Raphael's healing staff is an omnipotent healing force that works gradually or intensively depending on how you yield it. It is considered the best general healing instrument. If you see the Violet Flame team is exactly the same from the day prior, it is because we are currently engaged in a pressing issue. It is against our general policy to switch positions mid-battle unless it is an utter necessity. Active long and short range. Kali Ma's trident can handle anything as it is completely omnipotent. It is extremely effective on the living, or on a boulder, alive it not. It is an amazing weapon against electronics and technology as it can override any circuitry. Active, aggressive and passive long and short range. Archangel Auriel's Wand of Wills is a wand that can turn all negative into instruments of the divine will. It can make a demon dance the electric slide and a politician humble. Use it wisely. When equipped in passive, it will be orchestrated by Archangel Auriel himself. Passive and aggressive, long and short range. Dinah, goddess Artemis' barrage of flaming arrows will light up planet Earth with love. Summon her to a target or allow her to act in your best interests without you knowing. Either way, this is a powerful tool. Active and passive. Archangel Yehudiah's wand of structure can build stairways to heaven or any other metaphysical structure to perfection. This tool is also helpful in building force fields of protection as well. Passive. Archangel Jophiel's Radiance is a beautiful tool that allows our inner beauty to shine. This is a great tool but can make people possessive over you as the beauty radiated is very intense. Use this tool in a trusted company only. Active. Archangel Sorish's Sword of Transmutation is only for really bad energies. This is far too powerful to yield lightly. It is made for the worst of the worst. This sword will come in handy in assignment number 3. Assignments. These assignments are valid any day, as we are beyond space and time, and it still remains collaborative effort no matter when you administer them. Although to ensure accuracy, make sure you are using today's current weaponry. Especially, if you are seeing this 30 or more hours after this was originally posted, please use your intuition. 1. Luxor Pyramid Strike. They attract demons in the pyramid, and why there was a shooting there for ritualistic purposes to summon backups. We will be waiting as they exit the portal, take a swing and knock them directly into the exit portal directly next to the pyramid. 2. Organized darkness thinks it's going to do a ritual on the full moon and bring their powers back online. Stop their dark masses the way we normally do, violet flame into and go in with swords and shields thereafter. Imbue the moon temples with rainbow light and revisit this previous lunar mission if possible. 3. The opposition is on the ropes and dizzy waiting for the knockout blow to be administered. We have their non-physical metaphysical leader ready to get to be, never was Ed. It's easy to do as the general masses do not believe in this demon for it to even matter to anyone. After all, even the people who summon him do not actually believe in him. They are just weak-minded posers, doing a sorcerer's impression high on adrenochrome and calling it valid. We must hit his symbol with everything we got and dive this being into nothingness where he can never harm another planet again. I cannot tell you his name of the symbol, but I can tell you where to find it. As his symbol is on the belt buckle of every Woody doll Disney puts out. It is a very large being and a variety of attacks will be needed to force him into the black hole that divinity has created for it. I am obligated to tell you that this is a giant part of what our part in the ongoing operations are. There are many legion relying on the success and timing of this mission. Give it your best effort. Today's meditation is accompanied by Gay, who provided the rain once more for this purpose. It is directly designed to help those that feeling depression or anxiety for any reason, but of course can be used in other more uplifting times as well.